I got a Daisy feeling. I got a Daisy feeling.
What is going on, Senate Daisies? I am Andrew Flash Gordon. I can't do it as good as Sintel, I'm sorry. And I'm joined by my co-host, Sintel.
Yo, what's cracking, baby?
Not much. We are here to do part 3 of our reaction of Super 30. Parts 1 and 2 are already up on the channel. For some reason you have missed it or haven't checked it out, why don't you go ahead and do so right now. And if you are watching this on YouTube, you will get a cut down version of our reaction, as we can only show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture of the film. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us without any cuts or interruptions, please head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/JabbyKuwait or become a member of this channel. You will get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own copy of the film so you can sync up with us. But don't worry, we make it really easy for you. For those of you watching on Patreon or memberships already, we thank you so much for your kindness and support. You guys are truly the best. And for those of you watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and smash the like button so you can let YouTube know that you are enjoying what you're watching. You ready to watch and tell?
Yes, sir.
Super 30 Part 3, commence.
वो जैसे गणित से कुछ भी सुलझा सकते थे ना,
गुड़िया कौन सी रहे हो इतना जी?
वैसे ही उलझा भी सकते थे।
Use that brain of yours for a solution.
आपका ये दुकान बंद होने वाला है।
पगला गए हैं क्या जी आप? अरे यहाँ खुद 80 ठो नौकर है 80।
3 साल 4 महीना और 21 दिन के बाद ये जो दुकान है आपका वो बंद हो जाएगा।
So you astrologer?
I'm something of an accountant.
अच्छे आदमी इसलिए समझाते हैं, समझना है आपको तो। इधर देखो।
So let me borrow this real quick.
आपका होटल में पूरा दिन में 1500 लोग के आसपास लोग यहाँ पे आते हैं खाना खाने के लिए, ठीक है? अगर 50 रुपया पर हेड भी हम पकड़े तो 1500 into 50 हो जाता है 75,000 पर डे।
How much for employees, rent, food?
एक प्रॉब्लम है, 20% लोग बगल में नया एसी वाला होटल है ना, वहां जाने लग गए हैं। 20% मतलब 300 लोग।
And inflation, yep, I was just about to say. That's a killer.
वो घंटा वाला को उसी का अकाउंट में ऐसा घुमाया ना कि इस चक्कर से बाहर खुद आनंद सर उसको निकाल सकते थे।
ऐसा ही होता है।
In a flash, Gordon. Just saying.
I don't even think he fully understands what he just told him. Yeah, see?
ठीक है, निकलते हैं।
No, let me hire you.
रुकिए, बीमारी तो बता दिए, इलाज भी बताते जाइए ना।
अब इलाज तो आनंद सर के पास था ही,
Of course he had one.
इलाज है,
लेकिन बदला में
30 लोग का राशन 3 महीना के लिए
मंजूर।
Help the local businesses.
आपत्ति से ही आविष्कार का जन्म होता है।
Yeah.
Using that big old brain of his.
Big old beautiful brain.
तुमको मास्टर से हम कहा बनाए थे अपना कोचिंग के?
सीईओ बनाए सर।
सीईओ नहीं, माफिया, कोचिंग माफिया।
The coaching mafia.
I've never heard that.
56 को सेंटर खोले यूपी बिहार में, क्या हो रहा है? तो ला अखबार ला। जिस काम के लिए हम लोग लाखों ले रहे हैं वही काम इस साला फ्री में करवा
that
रहा
part.
है।
But Jallar, you just called yourself the mafia.
जान का धमकी दिए, कंपटीशन भी तो कराए थे।
I mean, he really did do everything in his power to stop him.
हमको रिस्क नहीं चाहिए लल्ला।
I'm scared they're going to do something to his brothers. Or his brother.
एग्जाम में शामिल नहीं होना चाहिए।
Dang, he said not a single student can sit for the exams.
साले कोट पैंट पहन के घूम रहे हो ना, नंगा कर देंगे तुमको। पार्टी में मत आना बाहर।
Boy, there's a dark and scary side to this minister.
Well, at least we see that he's under pressure too. So why his decisions are motivated the way they are.
Yeah, it's not just by greed.
रघुनाथ जी,
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ये है आपके मर्डर।
Hitman, bruh.
हम मारेंगे नहीं वैसे आपको, जानते हैं क्यों?
Because you're teaching my
हम जेल में
kid?
थे ना, तो आपका पिताजी झूठी चिट्ठियां लिखकर हमारी माँ को तसल्ली दिया कि हम मुंबई में काम कर रहे हैं।
Oh, wow, because your father.
चेता रहे हैं आपको, और जल्दी हमला होगा आप पर, सावधान रहिएगा।
Oh my God.
Least I can do is warn you.
I think when you threaten people's money stream, like, they will do anything to stop you.
ये हमला में हमको कुछ हो गया ना तो आप छापिएगा मत। बहुत लोग हैं जो चेंज लाने का कोशिश कर रहे हैं, उनका हिम्मत टूट जाएगा।
Yeah.
Wow, he's such a good man. Already hard enough, the conditions, now you have to fear for your life.
People are terrified. You mess with people's money.
I mean, but he's really not trying to. He's just trying to, he's just trying to help people who did, in the norm and the stereotype of don't stand a chance and are supposed to be the poor people, like giving them a chance. Like that's all he's trying to do. He's not trying to interrupt anyone's money stream.
There's that chain
the
again.
chain. I don't like that he's right near the train. I'm thinking Lethal Weapon 4. Uh-oh.
बहुत शुक्रिया आपका।
अरे इसमें शुक्रिया क्या बात है सर, इसमें हमारा
Ah!
That's so foul.
Where's his brother? Is that his brother?
Yeah.
Ah!
Wow. You gotta be kidding me.
सारा सिक्योरिटी लेके जाओ और हॉस्पिटल पे अटैक करो। नक्सलियों का अटैक लगना चाहिए हॉस्पिटल पे, कोई बचना नहीं चाहिए। बच्चे, आनंद, सबको खत्म।
And the students, goodness.
हमारे भाई को गोली लगा के देखिए ना, तब हाथ जोड़ रहे हैं।
Dude, a gunshot wound? Like isn't that like you need to take in right away or?
Yeah.
डोनेशन वाला डॉक्टर है, कुछ नहीं आता इसे। आप चिंता मत करिए, कुछ नहीं होने देंगे हम। अरे आनंद कुमार हमारे लिए भगवान है। राजू,
He's a man.
इधर आ।
He's a man of the people.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna take this over then if you won't. They act like he's like some kind of mobster. I mean, it's just crazy to me. Like,
He's
You'd
come.
go this far.
He's come to warn him.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the one who stole, right? The money and left. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah, I don't think that's him. I don't think he was a constable before him. But then again, I may be wrong.
Yeah.
वो आपको मारना चाहते हैं और स्टूडेंट लोग को भी नहीं छोड़ेंगे।
Yeah, you're right. It was him.
बहुत हो गया पड़ा है, अब लड़ाई का बारी है।
हमें लगता है वो सामग्री कम और कॉन्फिडेंस ज्यादा लेकर आएंगे।
हमारे खाते कितना कारतूस लोगे?
Oh, they're gonna use their brains to stop them.
Yes.
I love this.
खत्म करेंगे और धुएं वाले कमरे में ले जाकर बंद कर देंगे।
Kids feel like it's turning to like Home Alone now.
I was just about to say, either you could say Home Alone or Nightmare on Elm Street, where Nancy prepares everything for Freddy.
बड़े आदमी कैसे बनेंगे?
अरे आज राजा का बेटा राजा नहीं बनेगा, राजा वही बनेगा जो हकदार होगा।
It's really disgusting what they did to him. Poor guy just wanted to teach kids.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's nuts.
Whoa. Don't mess with intelligent students and their teacher. Oh, it's gonna blow up the car. And they're wasting all their bullets.
Yep. The gas chamber, huh?
This is truly brilliant, no pun intended. I would imagine they calculated how many bullets they had, so by the time they reach them, they'll be completely out.
I can see that, especially based off of that lesson that they had with the handshakes.
Yes.
You know, and just paying attention. Applied mathematics.
Now you locked in.
कलम मत उठाओ, थोड़ा मुस्कुराओ और मन में ही फॉर्मूला बनाओ।
Using the lessons he learned in life from his other job. You got outsmarted by incredibly intuitive students. That was...
Yeah.
Damn.
चूहे को कैसे पकड़ता है? वो पॉइंट ए पर अटैक नहीं करता है जहाँ चूहा है, वो अपना एंगल बदलता है और पॉइंट बी पर अटैक करता है जहाँ चूहा नहीं है पर होने वाला है।
Catching a fly ball in baseball. You find the point where it's gonna start to drop. You have to find that angle.
Very true. Whoa.
रात भर लड़ने के बाद सुबह एग्जाम सेंटर के बाहर ही जाके सो गए। 30 के 30 उस साल एंट्रेंस एग्जाम दिए, हम अगले साल दिए।
All of that. Had to go through all of that.
बिहार की शिक्षा का फ्यूचर इन 30 बच्चों पर निर्भर था और देखना यह था कि अब राजा कौन बनेगा, वो जो राजा के घर में पैदा हुआ या वो जो राजा बनने का असली हकदार था।
Please be. Oh, he's okay. Thank God. I'm just curious, Sintel. Does it cost money to go to ITT or?
I thought that's what they were saying in the beginning. Like, such a small amount of people. That's why all the rich are trying to get everybody prepared. But maybe they have a scholarship. Maybe they have X amount of scholarships. Because maybe the whole point of ITT is to just prepare the best and brightest minds. So
yeah,
you know, maybe at the cost of the state. That's the salt mine that his dad worked at. Okay. I remember him talking about that.
But hopefully this will inspire others that, hey, you don't have to go with the norm. You can be what you want to be.
Oh, it's Pops.
Yeah. Come on, 30 for 30, please.
उर्मिला तुम्हारा हो गया?
Just one.
हो गया। कहाँ हो गया?
सबका हो गया।
All 30?
All 30.
Hey!
Wow.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Wow.
He just changed 30 lives.
Yeah.
Like drastically changed
And
30
also,
lives.
also he just ruined the institutions that paid to do this for one or two of you. Like, it's gonna collapse. That's why they were trying to delete him. Yeah, you deserve it, man. You gave up everything for this.
Time, money, his body,
His what? His
his
possible
his
wife?
Relationship.
Yeah, future wife, I mean.
Super 30. Best school in Asia in 2010 by Time Magazine. Wow.
Wow. That's impressive.
One most innovative school.
आनंद सर ने हमेशा कहते थे, creating geniuses 30 at a time. लेकिन एक्चुअल में he was changing lives thousands at a time.
Oh, now there's more classes.
No, I think that's the real teacher on the left.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you think, Sintel?
You know, really, I like this story more so than anything else, because this does need to be told. Because, you know, a lot of times the opportunities that you have available to you are based on a lot of things that you don't really necessarily even have control of, especially if you're a child. Or that opportunity loss is a loss to everybody. And you found somebody who's brave enough, daring enough, intelligent enough to go out and find these brilliant minds and cultivate them. But what's telling is how far people will go to keep something as simple as free education from being seen, like the lengths. Like, it's not just one attack on him. You know, it was multiple attacks. Like, it's still an issue for this man. I'm hoping the man is still survives and is still teaching. But the lengths in order to keep some people down, to make it easier for others, it's just inspiring to see that, you know, all is not lost. There's still people out there fighting the good fight and leading by example. Yeah. How about you?
I loved it, and like you, the story it's just incredibly powerful storytelling. I also, again, the acting all around from everyone was fantastic. Hrithik Roshan just obviously he's the main star, but he really stood out, his performance and the character in general. As all of you know, when I'm not here, I teach baseball, so watching inspiring tales of teaching, it's just something I can relate to because I aspire to do that myself. And even if I didn't do it myself, I love inspirational tales like this, and the fact that it's, even if it wasn't a true story, it was still a wonderful story, but the fact that it is makes it even more like gripping and powerful in my mind. There were just so many different themes about this film that I appreciate too. Like, I mean, even the theme of family, like no matter what, his brother, his mother stood by him, his father, and until his last breath stood by him. He remembered the lessons his father taught him, the moral compass his father gave him, that even in the face of greed and power and money, like he still had principles and a moral compass. And like, it's just so many beautiful things about this movie. The fact that he was able to change, obviously in the film, 30 lives, as it pertains to the 30 characters we saw in the students. In real life, thousands upon thousands. I mean, because there was a norm there where, hey, if you're born this, that's what you're going to become. If you're born to a rich family, you've got the keys to the kingdom. And it's like, no, it should be whoever it deserves to be there, based on merit and hard work and character, not just because you're born somewhere you deserve it. I mean, that's nepotism at its finest. And that's not how the world should function, like, I mean, look, if you're born into a very wealthy family, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. Congrats. That's a wonderful roll of the dice that went your way. Great. But I mean, it's people who deserve it, who work the hardest, who, and that's what I loved about this movie. Like, don't follow the norm, persistence, make your own, we make our own fate. And I just love that about this movie. It was just, I know I keep sounding like a broken record, just so inspiring though. And what he was willing to give up to do, I mean, the guy offered him double his salary. His life was in jeopardy. Still, he was fighting for these kids. And it's like, wow, like how much more inspirational can you get than this man?
I like the principle of changing the idea of learning and why you should learn. It's not about memorizing the formulas and then just, plug and play. Mm-hmm. You can find a joy in finding the magic of educating yourself in all things. It's not just mathematics, not just science. You can find it in literature as well. You can find it in sociology. And the things that you learn, you can see it applied in real time, and being able to visualize the things that you want to see. He used visualization as a very big part of the teaching process. Everything from seeing the problem, visualizing it with the egg and seeing all of that, to the young lady who pulls the jet out and sees it from your inner mind, your inner work. Is a very powerful thing to visualize these things. And you even see it more so when he asks, when you get to ITT, what do you see? And they're describing the school, and then they even described the problem that he was able to sniff out, and that was being able to fit in and not be looked down on, or worrying about if your hair is too oily or how your clothes are or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he was, because of that visualization, he was able to get to the root of the problem with the students and then give them a task to force themselves onto the stage, to be present, to be proud of who you are. There is something about public speaking. It's very difficult to put yourself on a stage and be who you are in front of thousands of people. We're actually doing it right now. Thousands of people will be watching this video, and it does take a bit of courage to know that and be like, oh my goodness, this is me. Take that for what it's worth, and you'll be surprised of how many people will be on your side. Some people that will root for you. Some people, and it's also surprising a lot of times when you do this in a live setting, where people, when you realize other people aren't some magical being of privilege and that they're more worthy than you get to meet it on a human level. I liked that whole thing, that whole process. Now, I didn't see the movie that they were quoting. I'm sure there's even a deeper, larger meaning, and unfortunately, I'll miss that part. But the fact that they relied on each other first, and each one encouraged the other, and then they took the no's that the crowd was giving them. No, we don't want you on stage. This, that, and the third. No. And they took that and turned it to make it a part of the presentation, make a part of the beat, to make it a part of speaking English at all times, which didn't violate the rules. You know, they took that problem, they found their courage within each other, and they presented it in front of the entire world, and that showed that they are worthy of this, of being great and achieving their greatness.
I really, I agree, and I really love how this movie showed that he was like just showing these kids like to always think outside the box. There is a solution to everything, no matter the situation, no matter the problem. There is a solution to everything. Like if you would have described that scene to me where they're coming with the guns and the ammunition and they're completely unarmed, like I don't know what they're supposed to do. And then watching it executed in act, I'm like, because of all the lessons they had learned from him, they were able to fend for their lives, for crying out loud. I mean, forget problem solving and like getting into ITT. This is their lives on the line. And he taught them, like, because of the lessons he had taught them, they were able to, you know, basically maneuver their way into getting these guys into going into a room and putting gas on. I mean, it's just really well done. It was just,
yeah. The people. Yeah, I like I like the part of forgiveness too. There's a forgiveness factor as well. Maybe not a forgiveness, but maybe an understanding, right? Like the woman that he loved, who he may not have necessarily given like the most amount of attention to, and maybe not, you know, and she did the thing that you don't want, the people that you're in your corner who don't believe you, and walk away. But even though she did that thing, she still went out of her way to help in the best way that she possibly could. The guy who was supposed to, the first assassin that came to be like, listen, let me tell you, there's a whole bunch of people that's coming. Because of the respect that his father had for his brother, I think it was his brother or the other person's father, he still remembered that. You know, it's this thing about living in a space of love, right? It's living in a space of love and being gracious and being humble. It spreads. You know, he even forgave the kid that left, who stole from everybody and left. And his parting words were like, you know, even if you don't continue being a student, at least make sure that your kids have an education. You know, it was still a lot of grace for things that might have been, you know, been a slight to him. You know, and I also really enjoyed, you know, remembering where you came from too. That was a big thing. You know, like at the very end, he's like, close your eyes. And, you know, everybody thought about their parents and the sacrifice that it takes for you to have this opportunity, whether if you're, you know, cleaning stuff out of the sewers or working in a salt mine or you're doing delivery or you're a bus driver, you still came from something else that kind of held you up. Yeah. You know, and to pay, you know, remembrance and tribute. It's just all the stuff that gets in the feels of the human spirit, man. Yeah. This is what this invokes.
Well, and I also think too that a part of that is what brought him back when he was letting money corrupt and greed him for a little while there in the film. Like, where did I come from? You know, what I was these kids, like all the ones I'm scoffing at now, and this is not who I am or what I was meant to be. And yeah, just a really
that's a really good point that I had forgotten. There's an importance to that because he was a part of the machine. You know, he was a part of it, and then he has that epiphany, that aha moment when he's drunk and he sees the kid. Yeah. You know, and that's when he remembered. He was like, man, I used to be that kid. You know, I'm sitting here studying in between, you know, I'm supposed to be doing dad's job or whatever it is. Yeah, that epiphany was great.
Incredible movie. I definitely would love to watch more inspiring tales like this, even true stories. Obviously would love to watch more Hrithik Roshan films. So if there are any other ones you'd love for myself, Sintel, or anyone on the Cinedesi team to react to, let us know in the comments. Also, we'd love to hear what you thought of this film. Also, just what you think of this person. And I can't imagine you have anything bad to say about this individual. I mean, unless you're obviously on the side of the ministry educator or whatever, which I don't know why you would be. But anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you don't mind, please hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and smash the like button so you can let YouTube know that you are enjoying what you're watching. I'm Andrew Flash Gordon, and this is...
Hey, it's your boy Sintel. If I can stop hitting the microphone.
We'll see you guys next time.